Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 14 of Full Grown Gaming Super Mario 64 Let's Play. And I know it's been about a week since I've uploaded an episode, but I don't know if you noticed, but Joe has his own Let's Play out right now, Conquer's Bad Fur Day. If you haven't seen his first episode, I recommend you check that out. But that's basically what I've been doing for the past couple of days, getting him all set up with that. Things should be going pretty smooth from now on. What we're planning to do is do like a alternating release schedule. Like I'll release one today, he'll do one tomorrow, I'll do one the next day, you know, like that. But yeah, things are looking pretty good right about now. I thought his first episode was pretty nice. I might be biased, but you know. But yeah, check that out. It's an M-rated game for you kiddies out there, so ask your parents. Now for this episode, and I just want to let you know, even though I've been trying to get Joe set up on that Let's Play, I have been trying to work on this episode. And I've had to do it probably 5-6 times. And Joe had to do his first commentary 5 or 6 times too, so. But I have had to do this a lot of times. Just one thing after another kept messing up. Like yesterday, I got about halfway through, and like the power went out. It's just little things. And that just lends credence to the fact that we get catches in our lives all the time. Me and Joe, everything has something go wrong. But let's not dwell on the past. We're here now. I plan on getting to 60 stars in this episode, and I got one in there. There's not really much I can explain about that. You just gotta go through that maze. And another thing that happened was I went to get the red coins in this shifting sand land I'm going into right now, and I forgot where I got 7, and I forgot where the last one was. And I know it says I'm going to be, or I know the star is standing on the 4 pillars, but I want to go ahead and get the red coin so I don't have to look at them again. I got 7 of them, and I couldn't remember where the last one was, and it wasn't very nice. I had to cut the audio and video, and it was sloppy, so I decided not to upload it, because you guys deserve better than that. Let's see. I know there's one over here, right about in this box. Whoop. That's not how you open it. There. Okay, of course. Alright, there's 2 in the air. And hold on for a second. There we go. A little more comfortable. There's 2 in the... Okay, I didn't think it went that far. But anyway, there's 4 in the air and 4 on the ground. And to get the 4 in the air, you pretty much got to open the cannon and fly up there. And the one I missed of all coins was the one in the Oasis, which I'm about to go get. I don't know why I forgot, because I've gotten all 8 of them here before. I just slipped my mind, I guess. And I think Joe's texting me right about now. Let me see what he has to say. Hold on. Yep, it's Joe. He says we have a TOK project. For those of you who don't know, TOK is a okay. He can take your hat if he hits you, by the way. So don't try not to let that happen. But TOK is a class in IB that you have to take. Basically, it stands for Theory of Knowledge. And what it is kind of like... I hate to say it's a joke class, but it really is. And right now we're working on a... Oh, he did take my hat. I didn't even notice. Whatever, I'll get that back later. We're working on a project. I was in his group the first time we did them before Christmas break. But apparently we all failed, so we have to do it over again, and we got put into groups and we didn't get to pick. And my group hasn't started yet. I've been trying as hard as I can to get them to work, but it just hasn't worked out. But he says he would be doing a commentary, but he has to work on that project. Just a little personal inside story right there. Yesterday he texted me while I was doing my commentary, which was, I had to start over then too. That was when I forgot where the last coin was. And he got locked out of his house. I'll let him tell you more about it, but it was hilarious. He came into school today, and he was all like... It's like 30 degrees here right now, even though we're in Jacksonville. It shouldn't be that cold. But, yeah, he was pretty sick the next day, or today. So enough about that. You know, I'm going to leave him. I'm going to let him have my hat for now. I don't feel like going back in there and getting it. Well, I'm going back in there just not to get the hat. What's he doing, sniffing his arm? Whatever. Come on. Alright, now we're going to get the, stand tall on 4 pillars star, and this is probably one of my favorite stars in the whole game, just because of what you have to do. And I will, let's see, pretty much for the star you want to get a fly cap or a wing cap. Stop ground pounding. There we go. Don't even think about it. Okay, that's gonna get me. stand here. But you gotta get a wing cap and fly to one of them. That one right there, you have to pretty much fly to. There's a shell on top of the little pavilion looking thing at the beginning of the level that you can use to glide or slide up there. Don't, please. Okay, good. Thought I was gonna fall in the sand, but it's pretty easy. You can actually, I wouldn't recommend using this cannon because it makes you go really fast. Let's see. You gotta land on each, or stand on each of the 4. Get it. Yeah. What? That's a little weird. I've never had that happen. I mean, that's understandable. I just jumped in the sand. But to land on a brick, whatever. I don't even care. The logic of this game, you know, it's past me sometimes. I don't think that counted as me standing on it, so I'm gonna go back up there. Alright. Better not have to go back on that one over there. I'm gonna be kind of mad. Alright. You just gotta stand on each of them, like I said. Let's see if I can fly here. Nope, you can't take off here. Come on. Okay. Thought I was gonna hit that pokey. Alright. Stupid bird up there with my hat. And I don't know why I just started thinking about Super Mario RPG, which made me think of a game called Mafia. And I'll make the connection in a minute. But there's a game called Mafia, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Werewolf. You get a roll, and just by the way, once you get all 4, it like explodes. Give me my hat, kid! Alright, sorry about that. Alright, get out of the sand. Anyway, Mafia is a game usually played on forums, but you can play it in real life too. It's you get a roll. Usually it's either in simple games you either get you're either doing that stuttering thing again. You either get a roll of the Mafia or the town, and if you're the Mafia, come on. I'm just gonna climb around. The Mafia's goal is to basically have the same number of members as the town, or to completely outnumber them. And the town's goal is to completely eliminate the Mafia. Now, there are really, like, let's see, what's a good word? Complicated setups where there's different things like serial killers, which aren't any alignment really. But if you want to check that out, I play Mafia on mafiascum.net, which is really, it's a neat little pastime, I guess, to, I don't know, just check it out. It's pretty fun. But for this guy, or this star, you gotta beat these hands with eyes in them. And like I said, I think this is probably my favorite star in the game, just because it's so epic, the way you have to do this. Well, not the way you have to do it, but just, this is probably one of the most original bosses I've seen in a Mario game. Maybe, I don't know. But you gotta hit each hand 3 times. There's the mystical number 3 again. There we go, that was pretty easy. Sometimes if they can like grab onto you and push you off the edge, and that's no fun. But if that happens, you would think you would have to start at the beginning of the level, but you just go back to that little elevator sequence, and so you don't have to redo all the 4 pillar things. So that's 59. I think we'll get one more and just end it. I just wanted to get an episode out because I know it's been about a week. And I think we do have one more star in here, so that'll wrap it up pretty nicely. Pyramid puzzle. Let's see. Obviously, you gotta go in the pyramid. I'm trying to remember. I haven't done this star in a long time. Yeah. Just run over here. And that kind of reminds me, the fact that I'm not talking right now reminds me of the fact that I was trying to think of something to talk about before. In my last video, someone commented on something about GameStop, which reminded me of how cheap GameStop has become. Before, you know, there were companies like, and they might still exist around some places, EB Games and Rhino Video Games, but those aren't even around here anymore. Basically, I think GameStop just bought them all up, and now it's just like a huge conglomerate of video game sales. But back in the day, I remember the trade-in values and the used game prices and all that for those 2 stores were immensely better than GameStop's. Like, I just traded in not a brand new, but a perfect condition PSP for $35. I think that's just a little bit underpriced. But, I guess they gotta run a business too. But, I just can't get over that sometimes. 35 bucks, that thing cost me $250, like 3-4 years ago, and now it's degraded to, I don't have the patience to run, or to climb. But yeah, it's over what? It's basically it just degraded a lot. But back in the day, EB Games and Rhino Video Games especially, I remember as being really not cheap. And there is a store, or there was, but they closed, I think, called Game Swap around here. And I think there's only 2 of them, and they're both right around my area. I'm sure you guys have your own variations of those mom and pop game trade-in stores. But they gave really good trade-in values. Like, my friend was telling me one time he traded in the Kung Fu Panda game, I think, that came with the 360, or something like that. Alright, get up there. And he got like 30, 35 bucks. Now that's a pretty good deal right there. But back to the game. For Pyramid Puzzle, you gotta climb up here, and like this little break in the wall, you gotta kind of fall off. And it's like a small platform down there. So just fall off. There's one. You gotta get some certain coins. It's kind of like a red coin thing, but they're just regular coins. And you gotta fall off this. Okay, well now I gotta climb back up there. But you gotta get all 5 of these coins. Like here's 2. There's gonna be a 3rd one around the corner, right there. And there's 2 I missed when I fell off, so I gotta go get those. But I don't know what it is. I don't think Mario's not like a fetch quest game. They shouldn't be putting stars like this in. That's why I didn't like the red coins, or I don't know. I don't like this either. It's alright though. I think I made my rant on fetch quests once before. If I haven't, I don't like them. I don't like any game, like, and also this kind of ties in with achievements. Fetch quests that make you get, or that are required for an achievement. Like, let's see, a Fallout. I think I did mention this, but I'm just gonna reiterate. Fallout 3 had an achievement where you had to get 100 steel ingots, or however you pronounce that, in the DLC to get an achievement. And that's pretty much impossible unless you're using a guide, so I actually had to sit there with a guide and go around and get every achievement. Now, that's a little bit of achievement horror coming out of me, but that's okay. I mean, I already had the game, I'm going to complete it. And it's pretty easy. I mean, fetch quests are easy, it's just so tedious sometimes. Like, in another game, Assassin's Creed, getting all those flags, and and Grand Theft Auto, the birds, and it's just so many games. But let's see if I can do this again. I'm just gonna jump. There we... No! What is wrong with me? I don't care how many times this takes me, I'm going to get this. And I'm gonna be a little more careful when I get back up there. Alright, come on. Okay. Can't believe I'm getting so sloppy. I guess it was the week-long break I took. Don't even... Oh, okay. Let's see, what else? My friends have actually started to help me advertise this channel. It's kind of cool. And for the first time I heard somebody talking about the channel and they didn't even know I was there. Did you hear about Kyle's channel? Yeah, that kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. It's always cool, like you start out saying, you know, I don't care if anyone watches my videos, but the more and more you see that people actually care and want to see your videos, it's like, well, this is kind of cool. I want more people to watch them. So, yeah. I wouldn't mind having more people watching. If you guys know any way of advertising, I wouldn't mind hearing that. So let's try this for a 3rd time. And I'm okay. Fall off. Okay. Now I know it's right there. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so the other one should be right down there. Okay. Alright, go. I'm not gonna make it. Ah, crap. Alright, you know what? I'm getting tired of this. I'm going to be so serious when I get back up there. Go. See, stuff like this made me mad. And I'm about to complain about my controller again, so if you don't want to hear it, close those little ears. Yeah, it's hard to, like, line up. Like I said in another video, I think. It's hard to line up, like, jumps and stuff. And I bet you that's why they put that, heart there. To run through, just in case you fall. I know I'm gonna get some noob comments. You can't do it right. Blah blah blah. I don't really care. And actually, you know what? I haven't had any bad comments in my videos, or even like a dislike rating or anything like that. So I'm kind of proud of that. And Joe wants you to comment on his videos, by the way. And do you hear that? That's weird. Well, anyway, Joe, oh, don't. You have got to be kidding me. Great. Alright, you know what? We're going back in there. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to end the video right here. That was a big enough catch. I don't feel like going back in there. And this is a perfect time to introduce a concept in full-grown gaming lingo called bitterness. And it means pretty much the same thing it does in English. It's when you get bitter and you don't feel like doing anything anymore. And it came about by playing Call of Duty, which we call Call of Booty because it makes us mad sometimes. But yeah, basically, let's teach you a new word. I'm too bitter to continue this commentary right now. And since you saw that fail, I jumped off the top and landed straight in a whirlpool of sand. So I'm going to end the video right there, and I might... I'll get 30 or 60 next episode. So thank you for watching. Excuse my bitterness. It's just that was too big of a catch for me to believe right now. Tune in for episode 15. That should be coming out in 2 days, or maybe tomorrow if Joe doesn't get an episode out, which he seems to be reluctant to do sometimes. But yep, I'm doing the rambling thing again. I will see you next time.